Welcome into Red Raven TV as we got a good soccer matchup here tonight. Coffeyville Red Ravens versus the Crowder College Rough Riders. Coffeyville comes in this game 1-2. Lost their first game to JCCC 4-2 and lost to MC Blue River 5-1 and got a win in their last matchup at Pratt 1-0. As we're getting started, Crowder College comes in this matchup 0-1. Lost to Rose State in overtime 3-2. They are 5-0 in scrimmages as we are picking it up as alongside McKenna. How'd you pronounce your last name again? Kapachi, all right. As we'll line up the ball. Kick it around, and we're hoping to get these names right here today. We got a lot of out-of-state people. A lot from Brazil, so a shout out to you if you're from Brazil or from out of state watching here tonight, as we're hoping for a good one. As left side action, as they could do a little give and go, trying to save it from out of bounds, and it'll be Crowder College ball on the left side. I think that's Rocha to throw the ball in. Tight squeeze. And they're playing it inside, and we'll get the kick out, trying to play it outside. And McKenna, it's a nice day for some soccer, and what do you kind of expect playing in this game here tonight? 6 o'clock game.
Well, yes, it is a good evening. I expect to see some nice solid passes from both teams.
As you speak that, as so early into the season, chemistry is key, is vital. You don't want a lot of turnovers here tonight. You want a clean, fair, good connections, and that always leads to some goals. And it looks like Crowder is squeezing the ball in there as Coffeyville is cutting it off with their back line. They do get a steal near side, and Coffeyville will cut it down again. As we got 42 minutes here to play, as both halves are 50 minutes long. And we'll start out left side, cut off. That's Lewis Liskrew. But still Crowder ball. And middle of the field. And we got a man down. And it looks like a penalty on Coffeyville. And here's a Prado trying to work it in there. And it looks like we might get a corner kick. As it's Musa Karama on the corner kick. Far side to Victor Menis. Playing it inside. A header back out. And Crowder is just controlling the time possession. They've held the ball for quite some time right now.
Trying to keep it in bounds.
It looks like Coffeyville's just trying to knock it out and play some offense, play on the attack, but Crowder's defense is looking nice. And nice clear. Like I said, that's what Coffeyville's having to do, as they're not getting many midfielders out in the attacking positions. Back on the attack is Crowder dodging some feet, trying to find the open man. And McKenna, you had talked like you played soccer before. How long has it been since you played soccer?
Yes, it's been quite a while. I played back in my prime. Been
When,
about 10 years since I've played.
10 years? Well, back in elementary school?
Yes,
So,
that is right.
yeah, I'm not much of a soccer guy either, but we're trying to commentate for you guys and bring a good broadcast. I think it's been since I've been an infant since I played soccer. And now we're getting an open kick. Trying to catch Coffeyville off balance. Inside. The goalie keeper will corral that one. As Coffeyville is searching to get back at 500. They are 1-2 on the season. A win in their last game at Pratt. Got the win 1-0. Only took one goal, who was by Rafael Domingo. And like I said, Crowder 0-1. They lost in extra time to Rose State 3-2. As what's the problem about Coffeyville's Veterans Memorial Stadium is we do not have much help on the outside. I only see two people on both goal ends to collect the ball when it goes out of bounds. So we'll see a lot of extra time just go off the board because we don't have a lot of people here to track the ball down and get it back in play. Because like you'll see in many other, like Sporting KC or some professional spots. And almost a shot on goal for Crowder. Knocked down by Coffeyville. Trying to play it in there was Musa Carrara. And that left and high. And like I said, we have to track down the ball all the way back there, almost by the fence, before we can get another ball. And it looks like the goalie keeper got one. You know.
Crowder bringing it back.
And they lose it really quickly. So back to Coffeyville. And it looks like early Crowder's just trying to press them on the attack. Trying to find the angles as they've had so many opportunities. And they might get one right here. And just missed. That was Humberto Cruz. Like you said, McKenna, just barely. They found the crease, and it looked like if Humberto Cruz just got a little bit more leg on that one, that would have been an easy goal.
Absolutely.
So back to Coffeyville, trying to play on the attack, which has been such a struggle here tonight. Changing field position as Coffeyville is going to try and back them down on their area. Augusto Prado to throw it in, just trying to find someone. And Augusto Prado to play it in again. Or I'm sorry, Lucas Melli. Oh, and he just kicks it. He just kicks it off of Coffeyville's rear end. As that might go on the not top 10.
Something you don't see every day.
And Coffeyville, that's the best defense, is just to stay there in the right area, and hopefully the Crowder kicker hits it you right in the backside. As again, struggle to get a ball quickly. Got 34 minutes to play here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, as we're all knotted up at 0, but here's an attack on the right side, and the goalie keeper, not a very good pass from a Red Raven defender. Ooh, nice cutoff. That is Rafael Domingos. He had a goal last outing the Red Ravens were out here at Pratt, and showing some hustle on the far side. Crowder to maintain the ball. Stumbling a bit, and so we got a throw in from Coffeyville. Domingo trying to play it backwards to play it forwards. Trying to clear it out. And McKenna, what have you really seen from Coffeyville's attack? Why can't they really push it up forward? This Crowder defense has really been a wall.
It really has. Their offense also is really pushing us too, making it down in the inside a couple times.
And they're looking to do it again here. Trying to find someone in the middle. It looks like Roberto Cruz will throw it in again for Crowder. Coffeyville really struggling. Another shot on goal. That's the second shot on goal. Not able to get it through the net or make it close for the goalie keeper. It's Nathan Hart for Coffeyville, getting some work early as the goalkeeper.
Crowder working to bring it back down inside. And Coffeyville gets it back.
Coffeyville looking to make a push. And Crowder again with the ball.
Coffeyville struggling to get it back. Some fancy footwork out here tonight by Crowder.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. And another still just, the ball is definitely going back and forth these last few seconds. And the flag is up. And it'll stay Crowder's ball. So 31 minutes to play. Clock keeps winding. And if you are a watcher here at Saturday, you can tune in at Red Raven TV and catch the football team play here at 12 o'clock. Red Ravens take on Ellsworth, and it should be a good game. And McKenna, you're a football manager, and what do you expect for the football game here this Saturday night? And you'll be on the call with me.
I am. I expect it to be a very good game. I'm excited to see what our defense will do, as well as what our offense will produce.
Yeah, we had that heartbreaker at Hutch where we were up 25-3, blew that lead, and then going to the fourth quarter, we had a 13 or so point lead and blew that, and just a heartbreaker loss.
Yes, it's good though to have at least one loss on the way. Makes you stronger, builds you up to get some more wins down the road.
Definitely does. And again, stay tuned for that Saturday at 12, and we'll definitely have other sports for you guys to tune in: volleyball, women's soccer, and so tune in for more Raven TV, as action has been kind of stable. Both teams at 0. Crowder's made a couple pushes here on the left side as Roberta Cruz. Coffeyville's defense has been put to work. And we'll get a throw in and a substitution, it looks like. It looks like Louis Lesclure will head to the bench. Again, trying to push the attack. I always think it's funny in soccer, the people on the reserves always stretching out there and trying to get ready, getting those legs loose, because Coffeyville has already had one sub in there on the right side.
Coffeyville defense picking it up.
Just need to connect on a few passes, and you feel like Coffeyville can make a run at it and put a shot on goal, as Crowder's already had 2 shots on goal, and passes like that need to connect, and that was Jake Gormel couldn't connect on his pass, and Coffeyville needed a lot more. And that was Aaron Edwards that subbed in for Coffeyville, and we'll look to see another sub. We'll get a flag for tripping. That was again on Edwards. Back to Crowder's ball. Crowder with possession in the middle of the field. That's Victor Muniz trying to find his teammate. And the substitution will come in for Coffeyville. It looks like Andre Johnson will come out. It looks like Selby Craig, if I can read the numbers correctly, is the sub for Coffeyville. Again, not connecting on passes. It lies back with Crowder.
Crowder has been very consistent so far.
They definitely have. It just, if they get down there, they need to connect on a few more passes. They almost had one, and was off mark on the goal. And a strange goalie just out of bounds, looking for a teammate, and oversailed him. David Filia back with the ball. Ooh, passing it to a Crowder opponent. And they get stopped on their little run there. They had the men up front and turned it over back to Coffeyville.
If Coffeyville can connect on some passes, they can get down inside. Hoping
Oh,
to see that.
nice goalie save by Nathan Hart as he had a acrobat save, as that was definitely a mistake by the Red Ravens, giving it up to Crowder, and another shot way right. And we'll see a goalie kick.
See if Coffeyville can pick it up.
Yeah, Crowder has played a pretty good game thus far, as they want to bounce back after their extra time loss against Rosa State. And Coffeyville obviously looking to get back to 500 as they're 1-2. Oh, good steal by Dylan Eisenberg. Back out to the middle at Rafael Domingos. He clears the ball, trying to find a teammate, as it's Gormel, or excuse me, Edwards, looking in the middle.
Down the inside.
Yeah, he was looking for that give and go to Jimmy Lushinga. And those passes are brutal to get a shot on goal, as he was 1-1 with the defender. And if you think if that pass would have been just a little bit better, maybe you got a shot on the goal early. Because it's still early, though. 23 minutes left.
Crowder has possession of the ball.
Yeah, and it seems like Crowder has had most of the opportunities and most of the time with the ball, as they've done the most job of handling it this far. Testing that back line is David Portilla. Inside, a little pushing. No flag called.
Coffeyville working it down.
A 3-on-3 break. As like you said, Edwards trying to find a man, and he's offsides. Tough break for the Red Ravens, but nevertheless a good look, as I should say.
Absolutely. Some good opportunities. Hopeful to see some more for Coffeyville.
Yeah, if you see Baylor Cox, he's been scoring for the Red Ravens. He's gotten a goal to at the loss of Johnson County. And Aaron Edwards, he's been doing some work. He had a goal also that game. So Coffeyville really needs to look for them, as Baylor Edwards just gets the ball back to Edwards. Inside cut off by Crowder. Coffeyville retain it back to Edwards. Coffeyville gets another possession in the attacking zone. And Crowder will look to clear it back to Coffeyville in a shot on goal.
Coffeyville's defense trying to step up.
They really have. They've put him back in their area, trying to make him to connect on some passes to put him back in Coffeyville's area, but need to work a little bit harder on their end. And there's almost an interception. Couldn't handle it. It was Jimmy Luchinga. And we'll see a couple subs come in. Looks like Victor Manice will come out. Musa Carrera will come out for Crowder, and we'll see Joe Imbe and Gabriel Rocha for Crowder. Or excuse me, Leo Mueller it is really tough to read the numbers from the broadcast booth, but it looks like Coffeyville's numbers a little bit faded. But we're doing our best job trying to keep track of the subs.
Crowder working it down the inside.
And Crowder worked it deep but could not finish. So with this game a little dragging on, both teams with 2 shots on goal, still knotted up at 0 with 19:30 left.
Crowder again with possession.
Yeah, Coffeyville kind of backing it up with their defense, making them go backwards, work a little bit harder.
Nice solid pass.
Coffeyville really doing a good job running to the ball and putting the pressure on them to give it up quickly. And they'll try and trap him in the out of bounds. That's what they're looking to do. Trap him on that far side. Really playing chase right now and putting the pressure on this Crowder Rough Rider soccer team. Looking for the long ball. That can't happen as Coffeyville cuts it off. It'll be a throw in for Crowder. As looking later in this first half, have you seen any fatigue, or what can these teams do just a little bit better, McKenna?
I feel like Coffeyville needs to tighten up a little more with their defense. It's been looking okay. Coffeyville can do a better job at that. Crowder also working on getting deeper in the inside, making sure they don't go too far left or right when are attempting a goal.
Yeah, it seems like Coffeyville not doing a very good job of clearing the ball on their side and putting the pressure on the opponent, as they've been doing a little bit of job here lately. Needed to work it up to the midfielders like Edwards and Cox, who really can do some damage on the offensive end. So Crowder trying to get back to get into the goal, as they've got 2 shots on goal and have worked it well this first half and had some opportunities to make better of their possessions. They're trying to kick it around that far side. So back out to Faulkner, and that ball will go out of bounds. Crowder's throw in. And a sub. And it looks like Andrew Browning will come out. And David Portorillo will come back in for Crowder. And we'll see a whistle. And it's Coffeyville's possession.
Hopeful to see Coffeyville get some guys open.
And there's one right there. Oh, just missed him. That's a good defense by Lucas Malinelli. But nevertheless, it's Coffeyville's ball deep in Crowder's territory.
See how this Crowder defense holds up.
And we'll see another sub for Crowder. Lucas Melly will go out. And number 2, Tyreek Lake, is in for Crowder. So a couple subs early. Does that mean fatigue, or do you think both coaches are really just trying to get their players in there and shaking it up to see what they can do better? What do you think, McKenna?
I feel like coach is shaking it up. We're seeing what both teams are producing right now.
Yeah, I think it's both really stagnant thus far, and no one able to connect on any passes or get it real close to the goal. We'll see offsides on Coffeyville.
I have been seeing some nice solid passes by both teams. There just hasn't been much connection.
Yeah, we talk a lot about passing, and that's one of the key things in soccer. Got to connect and work the chemistry of this team. It's so hard in JUCO sports to build that chemistry up this early in the season, as you only get so long to be with your team, and the goalie comes out to try and make that save. We'll get a flag. Nathan Ost will be doing the goalkeeping for Crowder and hopefully clearing it out for their team, for the Rough Riders. With 13:25 left, working that far side, Crowder, nice give and go, and a nice challenge at the ball for Coffeyville.
Crowder deep in Coffeyville territory.
Like I said, Coffeyville needs to find that clearing, and they just might get it with the goalie kick. As I talked about, Daniel Ost doing the goalkeeping for Crowder. Nathan Hart is doing the goalkeeping for Coffeyville, and he'll just elect to kick it to his partner on the side. Giving it up to Phililia. Trying to find Yusil. Crowder back on their territory, trying to get their goalie to clear a ball, find someone open. They might just do that. A header. Crowder comes up with it. No, back to Coffeyville. And that'll be a flag up. A push.
Coffeyville defense stepping up right here.
Definitely need to put the pressure on them this late in the first half. Trying to lay it in there for someone to go get.
Crowder really pushing the Coffeyville defense.
Noel just kicks it off, and we'll see what the call is here. A throw in for Coffeyville, and we'll see some subs. And it looks like Gomel will come off the field in Luchinga for Coffeyville, and we'll see a couple new faces for Coffeyville. So Enrique Lua will come in for Coffeyville. And Domingos, he's not a new face, but he subs back in for Coffeyville. So far side, Domingos trying to find Andrews. Edwards, excuse me. I don't know where I got Edwards. Andrew. So with 10 minutes to go, Coffeyville searching for their second one of the season, and Crowder looking for their first. So Bassie trying to pressure him up top. Crowder could make a mistake. Coffeyville could definitely take advantage. Their midfielders got to find a steal somewhere out there. Prado looking for Bessie, and a clear. Bassine, and the ball got to bounce. Coffeyville, or excuse me, Crowder. Looking for an outlet down in Coffeyville's territory. The goalkeeper will pick it up. Hart. Out to Johnson, looking for middle of the field. Back out to Favilla.
Coffeyville working to go down into Crowder territory.
Domingos. And Crowder will give it off to goalie. Just stuck in their territory. Need to find someone downfield. Back out to Sanchez. And here early, and just no scoring able to come from both teams. There's a lot of kicking around and trying to find what the opponent is trying to do to them, and trying to switch up their tactics with different substitutions and adding more midfielders in their lineup.
A throw in for Coffeyville now. See if Coffeyville can have some guys open, get downfield.
And back to Coffeyville as kind of played back and forth here in these last 15 or 20 minutes. So Mueller now found his teammate. They recover. Back far side to Strumer. Looking inside. Do they got a man? Back out to the Coffeyville ball. Domingo trying to clear it out. And a good save by Coffeyville by Domingo, just to use that big boot of his and clear the ball out. No damage, no harm.
as Crowder works their way down field into Coffeyville territory once again.
So looking for Imbe, but that's definitely offsides, and Coffeyville will get a goalie kick. So fighting for the ball, both teams trying to come up with a little pinball in the middle of the area, and just a clear out. Back to Johnson, the defender. Playing it backwards. Putting the pressure on him. Is Crowder Leo Muner. He'll pick up the flag. A deep, long ball. Coffeyville not able to come up with it. Two heads collide. And it looks like Tyreek Lake is a little injured. The defender for Crowder.
Really is a toss back with Coffeyville and Crowder right now, as both teams are trying to get possession of the ball.
Yeah, they really are trying. And both teams really playing tough defense. Their back lines have been stable. It's kind of those tactics that bend but don't break they bring into this game. And we'll see another substitution. And it's not like professional soccer where you only get 3 substitutions. In JUCO, I'm pretty sure you get limited. And it looks like Edwards will head out. And Ricardo Sacedo will come in for the Red Ravens for the substitution. In 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to the second half. Crowder inside.
Trying to find their way to the goal once again.
And Johnson will clear it out. And that will definitely be a corner kick for Crowder. So what are you looking forward to the second half, McKenna? This game is really dragged on, and what kind of are you looking for?
Well, I'm hoping to see Coffeyville be able to make some solid, complete passes when they get down in Crowder territory. I'm also looking to see for Crowder them be able to connect on long passes down in Coffeyville territory. They have had a couple shots that were missed, but barely. Just a little bit. So that has been exciting to see.
And hopefully we'll get some numbers on the board and see a little bit more competitive game. Not that we haven't seen any competitiveness. Is
just a little more action.
A little bit more action. There's a word for it. As we've just seen a lot of in and out where the other team thinks they got a shot and the other team clears it out. The far side, it looked like we got someone injured. It's Jeremy Luchinga, but he'll pick it back up. Looking for an offsides, won't get it. Really battling for the ball. Nice hook into the middle. And Crowder's defense has been stagnant as we'll head into the second half 0-0. Looking for some scoring as we'll see you in the second half. And we're back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium as we got a game all knotted up at 0. Coffeyville and Crowder here to start off the second half. And both teams are really just trying to work it back and forth and get some shots on goal and maybe put one through the net. And I'm here with McKenna. And what have we really seen that first half, if we saw anything at all?
Yeah, I expect to see some more action this second half. See if either team can get a shot at making a goal. See how each defense, if they step up this second half as well.
Yeah, and let's see if we can see some more of the midfielders get into the action and maybe score some goals. I know for Coffeyville, Baylor Cox has got to get a shot on goal or something like that, and I know Edwards has been working really hard for Coffeyville, and Crowder has been working just about the same, and both teams have really put in multiple substitutions, so trying to make it the long haul. And we've seen a lot of running from both.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of running and a lot of back and forth.
I know for sure that if I went out there and ran this much, I'd be on my knees, out of breath, and it would definitely be not a good look for us. And we'll see CCC. Both these teams, our initials are CCC, so if you want an interesting fact for today, Crowder Community College and Coffeyville Community College, so I think you bet on CCC winning here tonight. Both teams really just trying to get a feel for each other, and man, there's a little scrum on the ball.
What do you think about this Crowder defense coming in the second half? What do you expect to see? Anything different?
Well, if they play the same, I mean, Coffeyville might not get a chance at a goal, and that's kind of good for them. Their back line, and they really play it on the attack a lot.
Yeah, their defense has been pretty solid, as well as some of their passes downfield.
Yeah, and Coffeyville needs to do a lot of the same, you think. And we've seen a lot of goalie kicks, so I wonder if their legs kicking the ball that far down the field will get a little bit tired, and because they're kicking it 40, 50 yards, and it's looking pretty nice from up here.
It really is.
Dang, we're seeing a lot of bodies fly, a lot of people, a lot of scrums for the ball, and it might get a little vicious down the stretch.
I feel so, and I think in the sport of soccer, you do see a lot of that shoving, and you do see a lot of that falling down.
Yeah, there's a lot of dirty play in soccer, I feel like.
There isn't a lot of faking, too, with those injuries, which is nice to not see any tonight.
Yeah, I feel like in JUCO, you can't get away with faking soccer. I think if you're getting paid like millions of dollars, that's something you can.
That's when you can utilize it. Yeah,
definitely. So Coffeyville both heading it back and forth. That's another thing I definitely cannot see myself doing. Heading the ball 15 to 20 yards up in the air. So we've seen that batted back and forth
multiple times by both teams.
We'll see a whistle as a goalie is hurt. Coffeyville, his goalie is hurt. I think that's Nathan Hart. You really don't see that happen too often. Usually it's a midfielder running for a ball, or you rarely see a goalie getting hurt. And he looks to be in some pain. Because usually you think goalies, you're just trying to save the ball.
Right, you're active when the opposing team comes downfield.
And you rarely see a goalie just get hurt, not in front of the goal, or like
Right.
when there's someone attacking them with the ball and ready to score. That's when you'd see, or like a cleat that like slides into him, but you rarely would see.
And he's back up. He seems to be he looks to be all right. Which or is he walking off the field?
Well, let's see if they sub another goalie keeper in there. I know they have another one on the roster, Felipe Domingos. He's a freshman from Brazil. I know they have him on the roster to play, but good for him. He got back up. So
We'll see what Crowder does. Possession of the ball this time.
and excuse me, that was I forgot that the goalies switch after each half period.
That's right. Yeah, I was actually confused for a minute too.
As me and McKenna up here, not the soccer experts, so if you think we're out here like Landon Donovan or someone commentating like that,
I'm sorry we couldn't produce like them.
so that was Crowder's goalie, Daniel Ost, going down on that one. But he got back up, so now we're playing.
Coffeyville seems to have a lot more players open, which is a good sign to construct those complete passes.
Yeah, you think with all the all the offensive producing we saw last half, which we didn't see any at all, maybe some people could get open.
You would hope so. I feel like both teams are producing slightly better this second half. I feel like there's more energy
Yeah,
or more stamina.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And uh, a lot less pressure on the ball, other than what we're seeing right now. That's a lot of pressure. I've seen a lot more running lanes, like you said. Maybe people can grab a ball and take it to the goal. And see, like that is nice chemistry back and forth.
Really is.
That was Cruz, and he's with the ball right now. Right through the legs of a Coffeyville defender. And Coffeyville, it just seems like they never have enough numbers when they're on the attack. It feels like Crowder always outnumbers them on the defensive end, and that's really what you got to do. When you think about soccer, it's all about a numbers game, and just how many numbers are on the offensive guy.
Yes, I agree on that.
Unless you're like Messi and have all those soccer tricks, it's really hard to maneuver a defender.
Well, and especially with the defense that Crowder has shown that they have throughout the first half and now in this second half. It does feel like when Coffeyville does have possession, there aren't the numbers there for those solid passes. Hopefully, we'll see a change.
Yeah, and hopefully, maybe we'll see a Crowder defender trip or make a mistake on an adjustment. That's what you gotta hope for Coffeyville.
Slip up for Coffeyville gives them that opportunity.
Definitely. And it looks like he'll play Coffeyville's ball. It looks like Coffeyville has the speed to maybe outrun some of these defenders. I mean, you got Baylor Cox, he can run pretty well, and Aaron Edwards, so it's not like these Coffeyville midfielders and other people on this team that we've seen run can't outmaneuver a defender or something to maybe get a goal.
Right, I feel like they can produce. It's just a matter of how and where to be on the field when
Yeah,
they're in possession.
yeah, and like you said, maybe later in this game, you never know. Crowder gets a little tired, or one of the teams gets at least tired, and maybe we could see that happen where a team gets tired and or a
Have a
player gets
slip
tired.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. And we're seeing another player down. I don't think this player's faking his injury, as I believe that's Lucas Melly, and you can kind of see him shaking his legs. So maybe he had a cramp or something.
Maybe again, I'm really not sure with
Yeah, we're
with
not
soccer.
we're not athletic trainers up here talking about athletic trainer stuff, but
Not certified, so but
yeah, he did get up quick, so
good to see him back up on his feet. Absolutely.
maybe that was one of those cases where he was kind of faking an injury to catch a rest.
You never know with soccer.
So with 35 minutes to play,
Really trying to see some action. Trying to see if
yeah,
either team can.
I think we're up here a little bit desperate for some action.
I feel that we are. I'd like to see some more of that fancy footwork. That does look nice. I
Yeah.
know Crowder was producing some of that earlier in the first half.
And that's another way Coffeyville or Crowder could maneuver a defender. Just trying to find a passing lane or, like you said, some fancy footwork. Maybe he could get us a goal here because we're desperate up here.
Yes, and I know that they have it too. We've seen both teams produce. Well, there's some right there as we're speaking. Crowder.
We've seen a lot of those passes that have just sailed over an offensive player's head, and you think if those were maybe a little bit more on target or on the same speed of the offensive player on target, maybe we'll see some action.
Yes. It is beginning to get dusk. A little bit of wind. Wonder
Yeah.
if that affects anything. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the
Could.
sun is kind of heading down here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and flag is kind of blowing there. It's
A little bit of movement.
and we want to send a shout out to Houston as we're praying for them, and I just noticed that because flag is at half staff, so
Yes.
send our prayers and hope for Houston. And
Absolutely. A little bit of a shuffle between Coffeyville defender and Crowder.
yeah, and I think we talked about that earlier. There has been a bit of scrums, and that rightfully so should happen in college soccer, where there should be some some challenging sliding tackles, and
Yes.
we'll see a corner kick. So maybe we'll get some action right here with this corner kick. It is taken by Liam Mueller for Crowder. So we got the Coffeyville in the white and the Rough Riders in the blue. And it's inside, handled by Coffeyville. You like that name, the Rough Riders?
I do. I'm from Texas, and so we do have a baseball team, the Rough Riders. So I'm familiar with that.
It was your high school team?
No, it's just a baseball team. It's not MLB, but it's the next step
Oh,
down.
okay, like minor league or.
Or the Rough Riders. Is that? Excuse me, Yes, Rough Riders.
Yeah. And we'll see another player down for Crowder. So.
It's a third one so far this evening.
And it doesn't seem like they're injuries. They're
Cramping.
that, or he might have got hit in the back of the head. He's kind of grabbing that area. So that could have been right. But yeah, we definitely have seen those cramping issues pop up. And a good interception. Coffeyville looking. See, that's what we've kind of seen so far. It's where the game is very gone. Is we saw Coffeyville Ricardo Saucedo steal the ball and then hit it out of bounds, but they recovered. But like as we've been talking, the passes have not been there.
They haven't. I feel like both teams are still trying to get a feel for each other. But,
Yeah, even late in this game,
right.
it looked like a tackle from Crowder of Strumer. And a free kick. You never know. Maybe you could see an action on a long ball if he puts it on target.
Right. I feel like there's so many Crowder defenders when Coffeyville has the ball. Like right when they make a long kick, you just don't see the numbers out there, which I feel is where Coffeyville is struggling.
Yeah, we need the ball to take a funny bounce, maybe to get it past the defender. You never know. That's why you got to keep playing the game.
Yes. Seeing all this bumping, starting to give me a slight headache. I couldn't imagine being down there having that ball hit my head like that.
Ooh, when there's a tackle, and I couldn't imagine a tackle like that, and they're calling for a foul. That
And
was
another one's down.
Manesi. He's grabbing his backside. And maybe this is a chance for Coffeyville. Injured player, you might take advantage of that.
Never a good thing, but you do have that opportunity, absolutely. Same with football or any other sport.
You got to think. The play doesn't stop in football when someone gets injured, and
No, keeps going.
just like in soccer where if a player gets injured, you got to keep playing until the ref blows it dead. And a good save. And that was Nathan Hart. Used that left hand and bounced it away. Good bat at it. And right there we saw a little bit of action. Nathan Hart making a good play and Crowder put it in on goal. So maybe we're seeing Coffeyville's defense light up a little bit and be a little more careless. And we're seeing some subs.
Yeah, Crowder has had a couple good opportunities.
I think that's about 3 right now. So, and they got a free kick. So you never know on a free kick. Good defense in there. Yeah, you never know on those free kicks or corner kicks when they kick it up in there with a bunch of people, like you said. Ball can bounce funny ways.
Sure can. Had quite the shuffle down here by the 20 with Coffeyville and Crowder. Crowder making some solid passes right now.
Yeah, Crowder's definitely had a lot of time with the ball. But it's what you do with the ball.
Nice save.
Man, we do have a good goalie out there. Nathan Hardy's putting some work in. Taking good angles at the ball and batting it down and keeping it in front of you. That's all you got to do as a goalie is just keep it in front of you. And as we see the sun kind of setting at 27 seconds, still 0-0 as me and McKenna are looking for some action here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. As the pace, what do you think about the pace of this game?
I feel like it was a drag the first half. I feel like it's beginning to speed up a little bit this second half. Crowder is having a lot more time with the ball.
Yeah, I think, especially if you're paying attention to this broadcast, it was definitely a drag the first half.
Yes.
But as you see the second half, I think we've kind of picked it up, and so is the pace of the game. And
I feel like I'm hopeful in this second half we'll have some numbers on the board. That would be nice to see. And I feel like we're getting to a point that's close. I feel both teams do have a feel and will adjust with their defense and offense according to whomever has the ball. So,
yeah, as we see Baylor Cox and Christopher Edelis come in as subs, so I think,
some new faces out here.
yeah, definitely fresh legs that have sat for a while, and as you got a feeling that the stamina of some of these guys, their legs got to be a little weak by now.
Yes. See what Coffeyville doing as they bring it downfield.
See, that's another good defense by Crowder as Stroomer cut that ball off. But Crowder has definitely played better the second half, and you got 2 shots on goal, and I definitely think they have all the momentum if any team does at a 0-0 game.
Absolutely, I agree with you on that. Some nice shuffle down here at the 35.
Yeah, that's tough to beat when you got 2 Coffeyville defenders kicking at your ankles and your knees. Ooh, and that is,
Wow, that was
as we see Cox hit the deck, but you had two Crowder defenders going up for a header, and that's something is so dangerous in soccer. As I think soccer is one of the most leading concussions next to football.
yes, and we have one Coffeyville player down by the 10.
Man, I think we've seen all of them go down this far. And now we're seeing the trainers. See what did you see that? Did you see him go down? And
I did. Well, I was focused on the other guy that went down for Coffeyville. He came up limping and then he started to run. So I think this one, his head, but he taking him off the field. I bet he'll be all right.
that's Ricardo Sassadoo. Big part of this Red Raven team, and we're obviously going to hope the best, and he definitely taking him out of play quick because we have 24 minutes to play.
It's no joke with soccer with all the motion you get with the balls hitting, your head or you getting hit in the shin. It's a good reminder when you're watching the game, You don't personally I don't realize how much of that action, how much of that impact that the players get until you actually sit down and you watch a game. So hopefully he'll be all right.
Yeah, like you said, McKenna, I think soccer is one of the leading concussion. It's there in football.
Yes.
Because you got to think, 2 heads going up for a ball, that's not going to end good or 3 heads usually.
Yes.
I mean, that's got to be some kind of damage. And inside, Crowder got a fast break, but again, like we've seen over and over.
That was nice footwork right there by Coffeyville.
And he got it stripped. But like we've seen now and again, is the team gets it far down there, probably right next to the goal, and good defense by the back line usually strips it away. So, we're waiting for. We don't want to see this game end at a 0-0 tie. I think we're thirsty for a point on the board.
Yes. It's been close a couple times. It's got me on the edge of my seat. I have been excited, so hopefully we'll get some on the board.
We got 22 minutes to play. Or 23. See that?
That was
Ooh.
a collision right there.
Jeremy Sanchez went up high for that. And we've seen a lot of people go down today. And it just seems like Crowder is stuck with the ball on our end, and it's been tough sledding for this Coffeyville defense.
Yeah, they're really Crowder is pushing it for Coffeyville, pushing them with that defense.
And most of it is their good footwork, like you said, you're impressed with.
Mm-hmm.
Crowder's been showing it the most and cutting through these lanes and almost put that one through the net. Had a chance.
They did. Yet another chance. Coffeyville has done, I feel like, a better job this second half, though. Stepping up just a little bit with that defense. I would like to see some more solid, complete passes, which they did struggle with in the first half.
Yeah, they haven't had a shot on goal, so
Just a matter of fact of getting the guys at the right place at the right time. So
yeah, they gotta. When they get on the fast break, I think is when they really need to connect these passes. And there's a slide tackle, can't bring him down.
Crowder really trying to get in the inside right there.
They have been all game. Oh, good defense.
Very nice.
Very good tries. Casey Flotner, he has been all over this Coffeyville offense, causing some problems. Ooh, he swung and he missed for Crowder. Tried to kick that ball with Stroomer and fell right on his backside.
Sometimes you just gotta try and take it.
Sometimes you just swing and miss. So, still not up 0-0.
A lot of falling down this second half more than the first half.
Yeah, I think it's because both teams have been really getting aggressive, and
it's definitely stepping up, yes.
You can tell these players don't want to end this game in a 0-0 tie. And it just doesn't look good for the standings to end in a 0-0 tie. You want that point to go on your resume for this, to going on the season. Because sometimes in golf, wrong sport, in soccer, points almost mean more than the win or loss.
Yes, even if it's just one, because that's in the sport of soccer, it really is one or two. You don't see a big jump like you do in football or basketball.
Where it's just win or loss, and you lose, you can't really take anything from it. But if you lose and you score a point, you feel much better about yourself in soccer because it goes towards the standings.
Yes. And that ball just went in the stands. Crazy how high these players can get these balls up in the air.
Yeah, most definitely. These goalie keepers, that's what they got to do. They got to kick it far. They got to clear it. Make sure the other team has to go really far to score a goal, and them just kicking it slow. And they get an open break.
Oh.
And the goalie.
Very close right there for Crowder yet again.
The goalies are getting beat up. It looked like Hart took one in the arm or something.
Yeah, he was shaking his hand just a minute ago.
It looks like he's still in pain, but nevertheless, a great save. That could have easily been a goal for Crowder, as that was Phillips Gomez. He had that open break and couldn't put it through. In another break, they got 3-on-3.
Down again.
Here's Gomez. A nice clear. And you really see Crowder just trying to use that give and go where they pass it off. The other player runs towards the goal and they pass it right back. It's really what they've been trying to do. That's been their strategy since the start.
Yes.
And it works inside.
Oh,
Ooh.
very close yet again by Crowder.
And what a good thing Coffeyville has done when Crowder has made it in the box. They've really been able to push him around and make it a tough shot to score.
Yes.
And we'll see Cox and Edwards come back. The two starting midfielders as they caught a break.
I'm hopeful to see Coffeyville be able to. No, excuse me. I'm hopeful to see Crowder get pushed around. No, I'm sorry. I'm in wrong. They're both CCC. I'm hopeful to see uh, Coffeyville be able to have that momentum when they get inside the box, but not to get pushed around like Crowder is
Yeah, they really
by
have,
Coffeyville's defense.
Coffeyville really hasn't had many opportunities getting in the box. They've been struggling with just maintaining the ball.
Right, yeah. Really, it's really those passes. They need to have more complete, solid passes to be able to get down to the box, which Crowder has been able to execute effectively this second half.
Yeah, really giving Nathan Hart, our goalie, Coffeyville's goalie, a lot of work.
Absolutely.
And another player hits a deck, and I think they'll call a foul. Both players shook hands and made amends with that push. So with 15 minutes to go, both teams got to make some type of effort to score a goal. Crowder has definitely put some shots on goal. Coffeyville having possession. Like you said, McKenna, got to have some passes.
Yes, get those guys open, have some nice solid passes, be able to get inside the box.
That didn't last long.
Mm-mm. Crowder back down. I like seeing the shuffle though with Coffeyville and Crowder, seeing who ends up with the ball and in what territory.
Yeah, definitely.
That footwork is essential in those shuffles.
Most definitely. As Crowder's just taking the ball away from him. Again, another shot on goal, giving Hart some work.
You know, Hart's hoping Crowder's goalie gets some work. I know he's just tired.
I know he's waiting for his players to pick it up on their end. Like you said, because Crowder's been having the ball for a good amount of time. I mean, just good, solid passes.
And Crowder's really executing that. Finding their guys down and in the midfield, looking really, really nice. I feel like Coffeyville, for them, when they're in possession, they need to have their guys spread out more. I feel like they're not as spread out, which is making it difficult to execute the solid passes because then Crowder's defense is right there to shortstop them.
Definitely a good point. And like you said, from Crowder's offense, they're really more spread out. They're doing that give and go, which you have to be a little bit more spread out to give the ball back to the guy and have just seen more lanes for Crowder's offense than what you've seen from Coffeyville.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But definitely what Coffeyville can take away from this game is they gave up 4 goals to Johnson County in their first game, and they gave up 5 in their second game to MCCE Blue River. So not giving up 1 this game, and for now, and they didn't give up one at Pratt, which they had a 1-0 final. So if we're going to take away something from Coffeyville is they played bend but don't break defense. I mean, it hasn't been pretty.
Right. No, it hasn't. And that ball just stood still for about half a second.
Yeah,
you really don't see that, but
Yeah, we really haven't seen that all game. It's been back and forth and a lot of scrumbles and a lot of chasing of the ball. So as this game drags on, 0-0 with 12 minutes left. Both teams still searching for the first goal. Coffeyville searching for their second win, and Crowder searching for the first. And you got to think, with a goal down the stretch, don't you think that would probably just about do it?
I feel like it would. And with all the action Hart's been having too, as Coffeyville's goalie, you know he's getting tired, and that could be an advantage for Crowder. Maybe a slip up in these last 11 minutes. We could potentially see some score on the board.
Definitely one goal would send some life to the team that obviously scores it.
And hopefully put some life in the team that doesn't have a score. You know, when you get behind, that really amps up. At least I feel for sports teams, amps up the opposing team to work a little bit harder.
But if you're down, you're definitely working against time.
Yes.
And 10 minutes to score another goal, that would definitely be tough. But one team definitely has to do it first.
Yes.
Ooh, collision in the box. We'll see what that... I guess it wasn't playable, so no yellow card or anything. And we'll see. I think he's grabbing his leg, probably a cramp or something. But
definitely have a substitution come in.
As we're hoping he's all right, as that is Dylan Eisenberg, number 15.
Well, you know these guys on both teams have got to be worn out. I mean,
Yeah.
It's been wear and tear all. I feel like this second half, it's been wear and tear this whole time.
Yeah, you
so
gotta think these players have given it all by now, and
right, because we have it's limited time right now, and they're both itching to get a score on the board. So
you think now, since Coffeyville's pretty much playing a lot of defense, they just play for the tie?
It's hard to call. It really is, because I feel like in soccer it just switches up so quick.
Yeah, all it does is take like one good outlet pass, and maybe you're on a fast break and you score something like maybe like this if it's not offsides.
Yes. Nine minutes, 30 seconds to go on the clock. Still looking to see who can produce first on the board.
Yeah, like you said, both these teams got to be just dog-tired by now and really have given it all. But whatever team has that something left could potentially win this one.
Yes.
I have to say, not the most entertaining soccer game, but we'll see Coffeyville with the ball and
Crowder trying to take it back.
Scrumble. Oh!
We got a shove on our Coffeyville defender.
That was blatantly slow. That was a blatantly push by number 23, Lucas Mealy. And maybe this is the free kick Coffeyville needs.
something to shake up this game a little bit. Although defense for Coffeyville has stepped up quite a bit.
Yeah, maybe this is the one opportunity they need. As we talked a lot about Crowder with the ball, all it takes is one shot. Left that ball a little high.
As Crowder's in possession once again.
And we'll see these substitutions, and maybe if Coffeyville plays their cards right and puts the right people in the right position with their legs coming off the bench, you never know what could happen.
Coffeyville defense really narrowing down.
We'll have to see. And
Crowder.
are they calling offsides at the open break? And I think that was a easy call for the refs. Really just a tough break. Didn't you think that could have been the first goal on the board?
I feel like it could have been, yes. There's been some potential.
Now trying to keep it on.
Nice slide by Coffeyville.
In the corner. So another out of bounds throw for Coffeyville, and you gotta think Coffeyville with the ball could mean good things.
Especially with how their defense has been producing this second half.
Yeah, they can take those chances when they need it
Yes.
on offense. Because they've been playing so good on defense.
Giving Crowder a bit of a challenge, which is nice to see.
Moving the ball a little bit better, and a slip up, a miscommunication.
Again, needing those Coffeyville players to be open more at a long distance. Because
Yeah.
Crowder's right there whenever Coffeyville's in possession.
Oh, good
Very
pass.
close.
Oh, he swing and miss. He missed on the strike. That was Bruno Campos. He swung on but missed the ball. That could have been an easy goal. And another good stop for Coffeyville. They are really putting Nathan Hart to work. So a little bit of action. But that's what we've seen pretty much all game. Is just action and then no one able to put it through the net. Crowder maintaining the ball. Like I said, all it takes is one shot and one goal. It doesn't matter how much time you maintain the ball. All it takes is one shot.
Make a difference to the game.
And as we went through, me and McKenna, we think just one goal through the net could put it to a victory for each team. All it takes is one. With 4 minutes left.
Crowder really trying to force that Coffeyville defense.
Yeah, you can really see Coffeyville's defense getting a little scrummy out there, not letting anything slip through. And Coffeyville's really got to hurry up. Trying to find an open outlet down the field, and again, Crowder's ball. during these late scenarios. Really got to pick up the ball and go. There's no hesitation or anything. 3 minutes may not be enough to score a goal for both teams. We'll have to see.
See if Crowder can get back down in the box.
Yeah, they've definitely put some work in for Nathan Hart, and he's done a fantabulous job goalkeeping here tonight.
Absolutely.
He's definitely put in his work today, but he's got 2:30 left, and if he can do it, this thing will maintain a tie. Another free kick for Crowder.
We'll see if this is the one, like you've mentioned before. It just takes one.
Just takes once in a funny bounce. All the ball has to do is bounce your way. That should be a goalie kick. And Coffeyville's really got to hurry up. They got 2 minutes left. It looks like Nathan Hart's kind of taking his time, which
might be him trying to use some strategy right there.
Yeah, or let his substitution get in, and then, yeah, like you said, work his strategy. Don't want to waste an opportunity. Don't want to, I guess, hurry up too fast and turn over the ball.
Right. Risk that, too.
So a long ball, and it ends up with Coffeyville. Oh, good outlet.
Here we go.
There's Cox. And just
Nice
not a good enough
save.
strike.
Good effort, though. Very good effort.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the best efforts we've seen Coffeyville going towards the goal all the second half. So we'll get a throw in. Oh,
That was very close.
yeah, nice big bounce. I guess anything can happen.
Right, that would have been a nice break for Coffeyville.
Yeah, if the goalie could have just slipped up and
Didn't jump high enough.
yeah, or misplayed that. Open break.
And nice save by Crowder. By Hart. Excuse me, Hart.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's definitely made his money tonight. So time running out, 15 seconds. As we're looking at a draw here tonight. Unless something funny happens. And there is the buzzard. As we will not take any penalty kicks or anything. We'll just set this one at a draw. Coffeyville at 0 and Crowder at 0. And good night from Logan Mance and McKenna. And we'll see you next time.
Gracie, center up, center screen. Your last time.
It's okay. Did I do better that time?
Oh,
I did.
lock up. There you go. Yeah, there you go. And just a sec. And you should.
Oh, I'm screwing it the wrong way.
That's okay. There you go.
And that was a miss.
We're not
And we're back. Sorry about the miscommunication. We did not realize there was an overtime, but we're back in action, and we got 9 more minutes of this.
9 more minutes to see if we can have some numbers on the scoreboard.
That's what I'm saying. And hopefully we'll get some excitement from this overtime period number 1. And if I am right, I think that after this 10 minutes, it is a draw. But like I said, I was wrong the first time around.
Well, you know, with this extra 10 minutes, that this should amp up both teams to working just a little bit harder on.
They got a little bit of a break,
Yes.
kind of to get with their coach and figure out their tactics and what kind of their game plan for this overtime period. And both teams really got to be in a hurry. Again, 8 minutes is not quite a long time in soccer. Got to move the ball and not make mistakes if they want to put one through the net. Coffee's defense has been pretty good in the box and all around, is minimizing mistakes and not letting a ball go through the net. We're seeing great ball handling out to the left side as he got it stripped late, but he had 2-3 guys on him. A great job. But I believe that was Luis Lisker.
It has been nice seeing both teams step up this second half, and especially with this extra time on the board.
Yeah, we really haven't talked about the keys to this overtime, McKenna. What do you feel like both these teams could improve on to get it in the net with the 6:30 left?
I feel like there need to be some more long drives down the field. I know both teams do have momentum, and it's just been like a shuffle, like back and forth, and it'd really be good for each team to execute those long passes, but having the guys downfield to be able to do so. That's been, I feel like, the issue with Coffeyville is they're just not having the guys where they need them to be. And by the time they get there, Crowder's defense is right there to get that ball back. So
Yeah,
it's just a struggle.
I think where you're trying to get to is both these teams are pretty well even matched, and sending this to a draw would not be saying anything bad about both teams, as they are just counter-punching every time. Just great play, as I think we can give our Toyota player of the game if Toyota wants to sponsor that to Nathan Hart on Coffeyville's team. He's put up a magnificent goalie keeping job tonight. Probably had 6 or 7 saves. We have not kept count. It just definitely getting out of hand with his numbers tonight. So both teams really got to push the ball and maintain possession as we're winding down time in the first 10 minutes of this overtime period. Crowder looking for a foul.
Hart sends it downfield.
Yeah, he really took his time trying to find a guy open and didn't really work out for him.
Ooh, got some nice action down here.
And maybe we'll get a little bit more. I thought that we were going to get a corner kick right there, but just a throw in.
Those corner kicks can be pretty essential. Especially in overtime. Really trying to get some on that board.
Yeah, you just need to get a ball in that box. And like we've stressed enough, just one shot and one goal will do it, especially here in the overtime.
Yes, you would hope so.
Crowder trying to get to the box. And they'll elect to take the corner kick. Inbounds is Connor Faulkner as he's looking to send it. Waiting for his teammates to get there. And he's getting there. Oh!
Very close. Nice save by Hart.
He's done just a magnificent job this afternoon. And that right there was an opportunity for Crowder definitely to win this game.
Yes.
And we're seeing some frustration with a Coffeyville player, as that's probably awarded a yellow card for slamming the ball.
I would think so. That wasn't no Gronk spike.
Yeah, you can't do that in soccer, but in football, definitely Rob Gronkowski and spike that thing when he scores a touchdown. And we've seen no touchdowns today.
No, we have not. Coffeyville trying to...
Yeah, they're just trying to get on a break or something. So, nearing 2 minutes. A lot of bodies going flying and doing everything they can to get the ball back in. Solid defense all around.
Yes. Hart with the kick downfield once again.
Coffeyville not with the numbers. So Crowder, a minute left.
See if Crowder can get it in these last 50 seconds.
Yeah, you just got to think one more opportunity for him. And it looks like they'll probably keep the ball for most of this 45 seconds.
Looks like Coffeyville's trying to tighten up their defense. This time's running out.
You got to if you want to win this game.
Crowder's struggling. Shuffle.
20 seconds. Shot clock is running down.
See if we can make a long shot.
Yeah, you never know.
This Coffeyville defense is coming up on.
We saw that earlier where the ball bounced really high. And you thought maybe Coffeyville had a chance to score a goal with maybe a goalie mistake, but that didn't happen. So you never know. But no, timer runs out, and we'll see if they'll do another overtime. And like we said earlier, the legs of these soccer players are nothing like ours.
No. You know, they're just worn out. I mean, in overtime, I have to go in double overtime. It's been quite the roller coaster ride, I feel like, this whole second half.
Yeah.
First half, I feel like was just, trying to get warmed up, trying to get the feel. And this second half, some tension building up. And as we saw in overtime, frustration.
So it doesn't look like the players are leaving anytime soon, and we'll see another 10 minutes.
Logan, I feel like we might be here all night.
I
See
know.
who can make it in the net first.
Got
No, I actually did do it this afternoon. That's due Saturday. I finished up some work, so I do get ahead for cases like this.
prioritizing as the best.
All right.
And luckily, I don't have any homework, so you know me, I'd probably do it after this if I did, and probably be 1 o'clock in the morning by the time this game might end.
Yes.
Yeah, if we fall asleep during the broadcast, let us know and send us a comment or something.
If our snoring gets a little obnoxious.
Hey, maybe something will wake us up in this game.
Yeah, like a score, a goal for excuse me, wrong term, wrong sport for this game tonight.
And as we mentioned at the broadcast started, in Coffeyville, searching for the second win, and Crowder College searching for their first win. And we did mention earlier, and we can do it now since not much to talk about with teams prioritizing and planning for this game for the second overtime is this Saturday at 12 or 1 o'clock is
I think 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Yes.
1 o'clock is the Coffeyville versus Ellsworth football game. Should be a good one. Coffeyville really had a battle with Hutch, which is a really good team, top 20 team. They weren't able to beat them. It was a big heartbreaker, but get a chance to start out strong in game 2. So make sure to tune into that. And we got women's soccer coming up and volleyball. So also make sure to tune in and follow Red Raven TV.
All right, beginning this second overtime with a fresh 10 minutes on the board.
And what do you expect to see from the second overtime?
I gotta be honest, Logan. I don't know what to expect. I feel like it's just gonna be the same draw out. I'm hoping to see some long shots down in the box. I really am. It's just been a struggle.
There's a lot of things we haven't seen in this match, and one of them is in the goal, and I think we've seen everything else. But many players falling to the ground, headbutts and scrummels, and everything we've seen but a dang goal.
I feel like Crowder's beginning to stretch out a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, you can really see him pointing to which players they got, using some voice, some leadership to make sure they get man on man and play good defense. Got 4 people on the back line. Some really tough play, and Coffeyville outnumbered.
Yeah, you see a lot of headbutts, really.
Definitely in the second overtime.
Yes.
Not that we haven't seen in the whole game. We've definitely seen plenty.
It's just I don't think a headbutt can really, I mean, maybe it's just me, but make it into the goal. I'd like to see them utilize with their legs a little bit more.
Yeah, connecting on some passes. You don't know where a headbutt's going to go. And
Right.
calling for a foul on Coffeyville on the far end.
Getting pretty vocal down there. Really trying to make some moves in this second overtime. I know players are feeling the same way as we are. Really trying to get something going.
We're trying to get it figured out here, it seems.
Is this a timeout or
Taking a long time to
can't
enter
tell
the
what's
ball.
going on? There we go. Back in action.
Looking for some open space on that far side. So it looks they'll go back to Coffeeville's in and a goalie kick. And you can tell we started the game as bright, sunny, and shiny, and now as we're in the second overtime, it's getting a little late. Probably getting a little colder down there.
I would think so, yeah. Getting a little bit cool.
And you wonder how that's going to affect the players.
Hopefully they'll be moving around some more. Get, moving downfield towards the goal. Get that blood pumping. Which they have been all game. I mean, soccer's a very physical sport. It's running, and so it's just a matter of running down, getting into that box. One of the teams.
Got to play with your jersey soaked of sweat, and got to keep that voice in your head going that you got 6 minutes to score and you got to put one through the net, and someone's going to go home a happy camper. But
I feel like in the first overtime it was possibly we were playing a little bit sloppy. I feel like both teams a little bit sloppy, and I feel like in the second overtime, okay, we're not in first, we're in our second one. We really got to buckle down. We really got to execute, find our teammates and connect those passes, make them solid. Make sure we're downfield or we're midfield, wherever we need to be to make that work.
most definitely, and execution gets a little bit harder the more tired you get out there. As Coffeeville is continuing to do that on the defensive end.
Yes. See Crowder trying to get into the box.
Yeah, they're just
Working
inching near
their
there.
way, yes.
Coffeeville cramming it.
Oh,
That was an Odell Beckham. That was a football catch. Maybe we
there
should
you go. Hart, like you said earlier, our Toyota.
player of the game.
Yes, sir.
He's continuing to make plays out there with the nice football catch-like save. Without Hart, I think we would have been out here. We would have been not playing overtime, and we'd probably sitting at home right now.
Yes, Hart has been a
Major factor.
exceptional factor in this game. Very. He's always been alert, which is really good, and he hasn't been too far out, to have a slip up.
Most definitely.
Because Crowder has, hit it high, and he's been right there to be able to stop it.
And you can see him out there pointing at his players and making sure they're in the right position, as a good goalie should be.
Yes, both teams yet again struggling to make some plays.
But I think we can both agree on that Crowder has definitely maintained the ball the most time. And that's a credit to Coffeeville's defense, not scoring, not budging.
Yes, they have pretty much this whole game been in charge of the ball. So Coffeeville's defense has stepped up, though. It started to step up in the second half, especially with Hart being Coffeeville's goalie. That has really, really
Saved a lot of mistakes.
It really has. So that's been hard to. He's a keeper. He really is.
Figuratively and literally.
Yes.
think that was a little punt right there. He's a keeper.
You caught on what I was saying.
We got a player down. So that's Johnny Usel. He's trying to get up, and we've seen the trainers come out. So you got the clock stopped. And it might take a few players to get him off the field. Hoping for the best.
Probably just a cramp, or he might have pulled something. Oh, he's being
Oh.
carried off the field.
Well,
Prayers out to him that he'll be all right.
Well, credit to the Coffeyville coach. Man, look at that strength to just pick up Johnny Usel, which I'm sure does not weigh a whole. I mean, he does not weigh. I mean, he weighs a lot.
He's
That's
not
what
light like a feather.
Yeah.
Soccer players would have a lot of muscle tone in their legs and whatnot, so that would be tough.
Yeah, I bet he weighs like 160 at least. So credit to the Coffeyville coaches just picking it up with no strength.
Yes.
And with as I think the broadcasters are wearing down just as so the players. As I think I've caught a couple yawns and we need some coffee and some donuts. I think Zach Mitchell, our producer, can try to write us down. Yep.
Yeah. We gotta be like the police officers. We gotta have our stuff, do our job, have that.
Yeah, we just
we have a shops down the road.
we just need to get paid with that, right, Zach?
See what Crowder can. Coffeyville's in possession. See what they can do right here with minute 40 left on the board.
So calling for a handball on Crowder's side. See a lot of players getting frustrated, as this time just wears on. It's hard for these players that haven't scored a goal. I have not seen the ball go through the net to not get frustrated and not be a little anxious.
Yes. Coffeyville closing in is out of bounds. About 50 seconds left on the board in this second overtime. Still no score for either team.
Again, time winding down, 48 seconds. This might be Coffeyville's last heave at a corner kick. As it's Jake Gomor with this corner kick. Up and away. Far side. A nice kick at it, but deflected. And it looks like it'll maintain Coffeyville's ball. So Coffeyville has to hurry up. They got 30 seconds. This could be the last overtime.
Last shot. See what Coffeyville can pull out.
And we got the time stopped. So Coffeyville will have the full 32 seconds to make a throw in and a shot. Hopefully.
That would be nice to see.
High, nice.
And
Nice throw in. That was almost like a kick. That was a good throw. But the time is looking weak.
it's back and forth with Crowder and Coffeyville with the headbutting with the ball.
Down to 10 seconds. And it looks like it will just run out for the second overtime. I don't know about penalty kicks.
Well, that looks like game. No score here at Veteran Memorial Stadium. Both teams worked hard, had a good game, good 2 overtimes. Unfortunately, could not pull out any numbers on the board.
We'll see you later.